this sessions we are going to discuss the next iterable statements. That's nothing but a while loop. So while loop sometimes we are going to use as an infinity loop also. Depending on the requirement we can use the while loop also. So if you want to execute a group of the statement until some condition is true, right, until some condition is true, in that case we can go with the while loop, right? So in the while loop we have to write the syntax like while, and then whatever the condition you want to match, and then body, right, whatever the piece of the code is written here. So this is nothing but the syntax of the while loop. So let's directly jump into the top example part, how we are going to write the while loop, how we are going to execute the while loop. So now in the while loop, suppose if you are if you want to print a number from starting from the 1 to 10 with the help of while loop, how we can write that? So just use the x is equal to 10, because you are going to print the number starting from the 1, right? You just take the initial value x is equal to 1, and then you just start x increasing in each and every iterations until unless this condition is met as an x is less than is equal to 10, right? So until unless this condition is true, just print the value of the x in the while loop and just increase the value of the x in each and every iterations, right? And if I'm going to execute this piece of code, so first iteration it will be x value will be 1, right? And then in next iteration it will going to be the plus 1, so it will be 2, right? And next it will be 3, until unless as this condition is met at true, this execution will be happen each and every times. So once this x is become a 11, this condition will become a false, and this execution will be stop. So with the help of this while loop you can print the all the values from starting from the 1 to 10. Okay, let's see the another example of the while loop. Suppose that to display the sum of the first n number means, suppose you want to sum of the 5 number, right? 5 number means 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 5. So this is the sum you want. Suppose n is equal to 1, then 1, n is equal to 2, then 1 plus 2, n is equal to 3 means 1 plus 2 plus 3, like that. So suppose you have to print the sum of the first n number. In that case, how we can do that with the help of for loop? So first of all, you just take the number from the users and convert and typecast into the integers. Okay, because whatever the input coming from the user, that is nothing but a string. So you have to convert into the integer first. Suppose user has input as an n is equal to 2. In that case you have to print the sum as 1 plus 2 is 3. So first of all you have to take the temporary value as a 0. Now that temporary value will get all the sum. Okay, first is it will be 0. Now add with the 0 plus whatever the number and increase the value till the matching with the last number. Okay, suppose n is equal to the 2, right? So in the first iteration temp will be 0, to temp plus I is equal to the 1, right? So what temp plus 0 means 0 plus 1 means 1. Now in the next iteration it is going to be increased, so I will become a 2. Now I will compare with the n, and 2 is less than is equal to 2, that will also true. In that case this will become a temp is equal to temp plus 1 means 1 plus 2, it will become a 3, right? In the first iteration it will be do as an 1 plus 2, 0 plus 1. In the next iteration it will be do as a 1 plus 2. In the third iteration it will be going as a 3 plus 3, right? So if I'm going to enter as a 3, like that, it will do like that. Okay, so this will always compare based on the conditions, right? So if I'm going to run this piece of the code, okay, and just print enter the number as 1, it will print as a sum is equal to 1. If I'm going to execute the piece of the code and enter as a number is equal to 2, 3, so it will be do as a sum of the 6, because 1 plus 2 plus 3 is equal to the 6, right? Now there is another examples of the while loop. Suppose write a program to prompt the user to enter the name until unless it is entering the value is equal to Dinesh, right? So you have to take the input from the users, okay, and enter the name as an Dinesh. Once user has entered the correct name as a Dinesh, then it will be execute successfully. if user has entered 3 times incorrect, in that case you have to break, you have to lock the account, right? Like that, suppose you want to uh, log in into your internet banking. If you 3 times you have mistaken your user ID and password, in that case it will lock your account, right? Similarly, we are have created one counter, and counter, each and every iteration counter will be going to increase, right? And whatever the enter the name by the user, that will going to be match with the Dinesh, right? If it is not matching 3 times, condition will be met I is equal to 3 and your account has been locked, and this loop will be going to be break, right? And if it is matched, then the condition will be met true, and then there will be confirmation that you are able to log in. So let's see, suppose I have entered the wrong name as this one. Again it will ask again the name I have entered wrong second time, and then third time it will ask is wrong, so it will lock my account, right? If I have entered the right name like Dinesh, it will pass my credential as thank you for the confirmations. Okay, so this is the best example to write a code to authenticate the user 3 times. And there is another example of the while loop, that is nothing but an infinity loop. Suppose that whatever the condition you have right, that will always a true, always a true. In that case, that loop is become an infinity loop, right? So if whatever the value of I, whatever the value of printing, whatever the things you have, if you have just written the true, that's it. So in that case, you just write the true, it will be always true. This while loop will be running infinite times, right? So if I'm going to execute this piece of the code, it will keep running and running like that, right? So this will be keep running and running, right? It will not never going to be stop. Okay, so this is the very best example of the uh, infinity loop, right? So I hope you understand these concepts. If you have any doubt, you can ask in the comment section, I will reply that. Thank you so much for joining this video.